18,000 on hand in the Lenovo Center. It is Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals. The Vegas Golden Knights battle the Carolina Hurricanes. The series tied at 2, so at minimum, it's going 6. Karen DeSalu and Adam Lee Decker once again to perform the anthem. If this goes 7, they'll do it one more time on Tuesday. We'll do it one more time on Wednesday. By the dawn's early light, so proudly we hailed the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, Daniel. Corey Hart back in the net. This postseason, 14-6, and each of the first 4 goals in games in this series, he's given up at least 4 goals. Brandon Bussey will be in the crease tonight for the Hurricanes. He's 1-1 in the postseason, 90%, and he gave up 3 goals on 21 shots in the Game 4 win. 2 of the 3 in the second period alone, as that's going to be key for Carolina. Keep Vegas off the board in the second period. Likewise, for Vegas, it's keep Carolina off the board in the third period. The first period is usually tilted slightly towards Carolina, but we'll see how this plays out. Carolina has outscored Vegas 5-4. Or is it 5-2 in the first period? Eichel will take the draw against Jordan Stahl. Hurricanes going right to left to right for the Knights. Knights win the draw. You win the opening faceoff. Ehlers with it. Trying to hook the sticks. Eichel with it. Trying to get the Stone. Puck cleaned out. Lots of a skate. Line changes. It's Marner, Carlson, Barbashev, Hannafin, and Anderson for Vegas. Hall, Ehlers, Stankoven, Blake, and Miller for Carolina. Miller and Walker, Blake, Miller and Miller comes in. Walker comes in to be a second defender. That shot is wide and out of the rink by Carlson. We're a minute 16 in the game 5. There should have been an interference call on Eichel right there, and Stahl doesn't like the fact that he got no call on it. Draw one by Vegas again. Shot blocked in front. Sissons, Coughlin, Lazant, Hurdle, Dorofeev against Martinuk, Aho, Svechnikov, Chatfield, and Slavin. Tried to feed it, centering feed, but no good. It got cut off. Two minutes in, no score. Dorofeev, Kolesar, and Theodore now check in for Vegas. Gosper now checks in for Carolina on a player swap. Scrum on the boards in the Hurricane zone on the right-hand side. It's Robinson, Nikishin, Jankowski, and Courier out there for the Hurricanes. Behind the Kane net. Through the neutral zone into the night zone. Dowd, Hannafin, Anderson, Stone, and Eichel out there. Bussy will cut it off, dump it behind his neck, and then come back. And that's going to be in the netting, so he placed outside the Vegas blue line. 3:11 into the game. We don't have any shots yet. Here's what happened in game 4. Jack Eichel shot off the base of the crossbar and out. It didn't go in on Bussy. And then he goes too high over the top of the cage. Puck dumped in. Anderson with it. Cleared out. Stankoven, Hall, Blake, Walker, Miller. Two on two. Stankoven's shot goes wide, or was he trying to dump a pass off on? I couldn't see if that was a shot. Puck cleared out. Okay, it was a shot. Front line back out for Carolina. Main line out for Carolina. Here comes Stahl. Tries to back pass it. Trying to give it to Ehlers. Barbashev dumps it in. No icing as Chatfield is able to touch up on it. Whiff at the puck. Stahl. Jarvis. Big shot saved by Carter Hart. On Chatfield. God is fair. We'll dump it. We'll toss It'll be dumped in, no icing since it was over the blue line. Dumped back in. So far, only 2 shots on goal, both by Carolina. Puck cleared out. No icing. Marner behind his own net to get the puck. Or Theodore with it, excuse me. Dumped across. Theodore. Unfortunately, Anderson couldn't touch it. Robinson couldn't touch it. He was offside. And that one is offside. So at 5:55, we have a whistle. We're going to have a face-off outside the Carolina blue line. Let's watch this hit. And now right here. Jarvis to Chatfield. False start. Longest time to start a game without a shot in this series for the Golden Knights. We're almost 6 minutes into the game. We're almost 6 minutes into the game. Draw one by Carolina this time. Got to spare with it. He'll dump it in. First period stats. 43-14 in shots on goal in favor of Carolina. And 5-3 in shots. And that puck get iced. It did. Marner, Eichel, Stone, Dowd, Anderson, Hannafin versus Carrier, Jankowski, Robinson, Godespierre, and Nikishin. Puck cleared out to center by the Hurricanes. Caught on the dump out. Stahl with it. It's going to be a penalty on Stankoven. That's Ehlers going into the sin bin, and that's not what Carolina wants at 6:24 into the first period. We'll take a timeout. 13:36 to go in the first. We're in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals. No score. Hello, Mess. Everything comes down to which goalie is better. That's true, Evan. What's up, Jason? I'm hoping Carolina.
Including skin reactions can occur. They help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your child's doctor about Dupixent, approved to treat kids as young as 6 months. The Evergreen's family vacation started with Expedia. The one place to go places. When hockey season ended, summer started. But they did need peace and quiet and lots of space. So they planned their flights, car, and vacation home all in one place. Pretty, right? Nice job, Dad. Expedia, the one place you go to go places. First power play game 5 will go to the Vegas Golden Knights as
Ehlers is in the box for his delay of game. Ehlers will receive this puck outside the blue line, but when he goes back inside the zone, he airmails this over the glass on the far side. 1 for 12 on the power play. Vegas has still got the 5 forwards. The one thing lacking is they don't shoot the puck near enough. It's great.
Drop. One of the Knights. Knights have not done well in this in the power play unit in this series. They're 1 of 13. And it's a goal. Dorothea finally breaks his scoring drought, and the Golden Knights get on the board first. That's only their second power play goal, but we'll take a look at this. Okay, Eichel, Dorothea. That's clean. Goes in and out of the goal, but it went of the cage, but it goes in first. Shea Dorothea, Dorothea gets his first. Pavel Dorothea gets his first goal of the finals, his 11th of the postseason, and Vegas is up 1-0. Give the assist to Eichel and Hurdle. Barbership trying to get another shot off, couldn't. Stahl trying to get the one-timer, but the shot couldn't get the shot off. I mean, Jankowski was trying to get a one-timer off the Stahl, but he couldn't. Time in the goal, 6 minutes and 54 seconds on the power play for Vegas. Stahl with it. And offside. We'll take a timeout. 12:05 into the period. 1-0 Vegas. Phil swings it. Dorothea, goal. Wrist shot, goal. When scoring first, Knights are 8-2. Who in the playoffs? 23-8-7 when they won it in the regular season. That puck is stopped. Saved by Bussey. Jarvis, Aho. Coughlin and Aho fight out. Slavin. Svechnikov kept in briefly. Slavin with it. Shot save. Made by Bussy. Wide of the net. Happen, no. Hurdle. Good bit of attack time here by Vegas as they're now pounding that puck. Ehlers with it. Line out shot goes wide. And now here come the Vegas Knights. 3-on-2 the other way. Barbershop with a shot. Rebound off the post. It's Stankoven, Blake, Walker, Miller, Hall against a line change of Colasar, Coughlin, Carlson, McNabb, and Dowd. Carolina trying to do something here, but every time they try to move it up the length of the ice, it gets cut off. And offsides.
Because there's big news in the sports world. No, it's not a blockbuster trade or a big name free agent signing. The DraftKings Sports app is now available nationwide. So if you're anywhere from Florida to Texas to California, you can get in the game at the speed of sports.
We're 10:48 into the period. 1-0 Vegas.
All in one easy-to-use app. Available now nationwide. New DraftKings customers spend $5 to get $200 in total bonuses. The crown is yours. Disney Plus.
Good evening, gentlemen.
We're so not cooking. Get the Disney Plus Hulu HBO Max bundle. We're here for our convertible.
How about an SUV? Want to get out of here?
Where this goes? We're right here.
Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Sorry, Ray. I have to give you a big introduction. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Yeah, actually, in the sponsor, they'd like to mentions. Game drivers, brought to us by Geico. As I raise the round, Geico over the top of those. You can secure the popular that switch the car, actually shoot the pop. He does not shoot it, a scoring chance rolls around. Sam Jarvis has a chance to shoot it. This is a shot. It's only one of two that lets it. He's taking it. This is the one that takes it on the net. That we saw earlier. Very rarely Sean has Carolina passed up shots. And in this series, shots are hard to come by. Against Vegas, really as they are against Carolina. These are chances you have to get on the net. 8 out of 30 pick up 4 goals in each of the last 4 games of the series. All 4 games of the series. Get it on goal. Make them look the same.
Time that goes wide. Or Jordan Stahl on the tip in. The captain tips it in, and we've got a tie game. Get the assist to Jarvis and Ehlers. And at 8:14, we're back to square one. Tied at 1. Hanifin loses the puck. Tries to clear it out. Shot blocked in front. Shot couldn't get through. Puck cleared out. Not going to reach the icing line. And that puck will get iced. So it'll be moved to the Knights defensive zone. 7:28 to go in the period. We're tied at 1. Puck in the Hurricane zone, offensive zone. It's going to be Carrier, Godisfair, Nishkishin, Robinson, Jankowski against Smith, Theodore, McNabb, Dowd, Colasar. Robinson tries to dump it in. He can't. Brief line change. Here comes Hall. He's going to shoot it wide. And it goes out of the net, out of the range. And Blake had to dump it back in. Eichel with it. Centering shot, save, rebound. One-timer goes wide. Bussy chance, breakout in Raleigh. That one is saved by Bussy. Coughlin tries to keep it in and does. Hurricanes desperate to clear that. Get that puck, get the biscuit out of their end. And you get rid of the biscuit. Coughlin fires one on, but I think he caught a few guys up front. Ehlers dumps it in, and it's going to be ice. Or was caught. 5:18 left. We're tied at 1 in period 1.
to a good night's sleep.
Bouldering Cave with Liberty Victory. It's bundle and save on insurance with Liberty Mutual. Okay, let's do another thing. What do you want me to say? The line. Say the line. Oh, that's easy. The line. Okay, let's pick it up tomorrow. Only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 Liberty. They're in the course of doing something they've dreamt about their entire lifetime.
The one hell of a game so far.
Welcome back to Raleigh. Here with Rod Brindamore. What went into the decision to start Brandon Bussey again?
Well, he had a great game, and that's about it. And we've been, like I said all along, we thought we'd have to use both guys, and he earned a start again.
So Kachekov is backing up. Why not Freddie Anderson?
Yeah, same reasoning. We don't need a guy that we might want to use later. Just give him as much time off. He seems to respond better with the long rest.
Appreciate it.
Oh, it's a black nerd cookout. Yeah, pass. I'm a white kid. Not going to pan out. Go over Vegas. They clear it out. Under 5 to go in the first. One each. And it's going to get iced. Svechnikov thought he got tripped. Tortorella's got his fourth line out. This is Dowd, Lazan, Coughlin, Smith, and Colasar against Martinuk, Slavin, Aho, Svechnikov, and Chatfield. Svechnikov gets it in. He's looking for Aho. Have to find Martinuk instead. Try to get to Aho. Four minutes ago, Chatfield shot blocked in front. He couldn't get through. Now it's Hurdle, Barbashev, Sissons, Anderson, and Hannafin out there for Vegas. It's 3-on-2 now for Vegas. Stolen. Theodore breaks up the pass. Stahl with it. Goes behind the net and goes behind the Vegas cage. Have to go under 3 minutes. Blake flicks it in. Dorothea. That shot saved. That was by Carlson. Shot was on by Carlson. Kane's getting outshot 8-4. That's not something you see normally. Anderson with the puck, trying to get around. was a pass by Hannafin. Here comes Hall. Dumps it in. Saved by Hart. Vegas will dump it in. Bussy. Bad pass attempt. Two minutes left. Carolina knows they got to hold Vegas in the second period. That puck gets launched into the Vegas zone under 2 minutes left. Aho to Miller, will dump it in. Or with it, gets hit by Svechnikov. Gets hit again by Svechnikov. Eichel trying to get to Stone. Broken up. Aho to Svechnikov. Svechnikov getting hooked. No call, which is bull. About to go under a minute. Stone to Eichel. Shot wide. And Hanfin can't keep it in. The back skate, the rear skate, his trail skate, his back skate was offsides. Last man to score in 5 straight Stanley Cup playoff games, Jordan Staal in 2026. Before him, Yvonne Cornever for the Canadiens in 73. And for him, Jean Bellevue in 1956. And Maurice, I don't remember the other one. Minute 2. Draw one by Vegas. And offside. And icing. They got deflected out of the rink. No, they'll be penalized again. This puts Carolina back on the back foot. And what's even worse, when you consider they're being outscored 8-1 in the second period, as this time it's Keandre Miller going into the sin bin. And they're going to get it out. Save and inning period over. Hello. Carolina.
Unbelievable series for Jordan Stahl. I mean, we talk about leadership. He's got the C on his jersey for a reason. I think that when things are down, the chips were down for Carolina. Jordan Stahl's grabbed the bull by the horns. He's doing it now. And like you said earlier on in the series, Beth, offensively as well. We always knew he scores every goal. He scores every goal. He's got 6-8. What a performance. Unbelievable. For me, it's the will to win by both teams. At this point in the series now, I don't see any resignation, any doubt on either team. It's one of the reasons why we're having such a great series. Another great period of hockey, but again, fundamental breakdown that led to both goals. Big boy hockey for Jordan Stahl, though. My goodness. Doing everything on need. And again, we knew we could check. We knew we could play defensive hockey, face-offs. But he had 2 goals in the playoffs before the final. He had 6 goals through the first 5 games of the Stanley Cup final. This is the Expedia First Intervention Report. I'm Jordan Stahl. You're watching the Stanley Cup final.
Should we? Probably.
Plus, you can save hundreds when you combine your home and car insurance. Need a hand? It feels good to bundle better. It feels good to get just became the first athlete shareholder of Calcium, where you can trade on anything from culture to the weather. More importantly, I can participate in key corporate decisions while optimizing the company's internal operation and financial. Actually, I'm about to dive in and Q1 earnings. This is a really exciting partnership. Trade on anything with Calcium. You've always been ahead of the game. Excellence is your default. And Lexus knows that feeling is unmatched. Their standard isn't for the average. It's for those who set the bar and elevate it. So as you redefine what's possible, Lexus refines what you deserve. Because a car that doesn't make you feel something is a car that stops short of amazing. The whole company's going. Let's roll. To Super Bowl 61 and beyond. Dancing with the Stars, the next row. 12 of the best dancers join me for the audition of a lifetime.
I'm here to win.
Just what hunger looks like. Nothing is going to stop me. Mark with a K loves mayonnaise. Mark with a C can't stand it. That's the job. Remember the small things. Because that's how you make a great stuff. You make it for someone, not just anyone.
Mark, Italian, MJL. Mark, Italian.
She got shit there.
With a bold new chicken sandwich, we start with tangy red pepper cheese, topped with our new crispy chicken breast, and drizzled with sweet hot honey. It's the new hot honey crisp butter chicken sandwich. Just don't get lost in the sauce. Save it for a limited time in one hamburger. Come one, come y'all. There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra. With the capability to handle what life throws your way. The GMC Sierra, leading where it matters most. GMC Sierra is the truck. During GMC Truck Month, get 0% APR for 5 years on 2026 up at your weather center eye. Welcome back to the Expedia First Intermission Report. 20 minutes are complete. Raleigh were 1-1 after one in this Game 5 of the Stanley Cup. Steve Levy, Mark Messier, BK Subban. You can hear the Vegas fans for the first 7 minutes. Why don't they shoot the puck on Brendan Bussey? Because their first shot of the game before it goes in. Yeah. The power play goal. We said they had the power play going, and I asked, where is Pavel Dorofeev? Well, we know where he is now. He's scoring big goals, huge goals. So I want to break it down. If we can run the clip here. Yeah, let's run the clip, right? Let's go. I hit the play. We're going to take a look first at Thomas Hurdle right here. He's an option for Jack Eichel the whole time. That's super important. Also, take a look at Slavin. What do I always say? Fundamentals. You got to be inside the dot.
So Team Mexico beats the Republic of South Africa 2-0.
Watch your boy Thomas Hurdle here. Go ahead and run it. And when you give guys like Jack Eichel this type of space, it's a make your own Sunday. Thanks for coming. Pavel Dorofeev. Sponsored like Jake Munson. That's my goodness. Good period out of him. They needed him to show up. He had all the power play goals this season. Shows up in a big time. Can you do? You always stress fundamentals, right? Think of Subban. I think fundamentals. Action fundamentals. Now, let's not forget your boy Leaves over here, or something Levy, as you know. We had Jordan Stahl for the Conn Smythe last game. Eric Johnson laughed at me. Nobody's laughing anymore, man. Nobody's laughing anymore. What a playoff he's having. What a game again tonight. But you can see all of a sudden Vegas is thinking, we got to start shutting this down. We think that Stahl's going to have to shut Eichel down. I think it's the other way around. This is one way to do it, to get on the body room. He didn't even have the puck there. Stahl's not too happy about it. What does he do? Continues up, gets up on the ice. But look at this here. This is why you play fundamental hockey. Stahl right there. See Stahl finishing his check. Why do you finish your check? Because now we're getting the opportunity to get feet back to the net. Sure enough, a great play by Ellers to get the tip in. He just plays fundamental hockey every shift, every game, without question. And one of the reasons that when you talk about composure, fundamentals, details, all the things that you talk about winning hockey, he's doing it. That's why he's having success, and that's why he's kept Carolina in this series here. Big boy hockey. That's what he's been playing.
Running over.
Longest goal streak in the Stanley Cup final last 70 years. Cleveland Cornway's name up there. The Roadrunner. You can't have no idea. You guys, Montreal, maybe you didn't know. What a period, what a series. This first intermission report is presented by Expedia. The one place you go to go places.
Evergreen Stanley Vacation started with Expedia. The one place you go to go places. When hockey season ended, summer started. Jack knew his team didn't need much, but they did need peace and quiet. And lots of space. So they planned their flights, car, and vacation homes all in one place. Pretty great. Nice job, Dad. Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
What are you doing here?
Mr. Big John Capital One Bank guy. Wow, look at this place. We should just move in with you.
Or just stop by. Number one cafes are open 7 days a week. What's in your wallet?
That's my boy.
Introducing the first ever Infinity QX65. The world can stop. Freeze. Fall behind. But the Infinity QX65 is unstoppable. First ever Infinity QX65. There are no guarantees in sports. Well, one thing for sure, but you can Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor if new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Taco Bell's Lux boxes are peak luxury, where you can get classics for $5, indulgences for $7, or discover new luxuries for $9, like the shredded beef dipping. Happiness at your fingertips whenever the mood strikes. It may go to your head.
Excuse me, what makes this house red? It's sublime.
Pat? Taco Bell's 5, 7, and 9 other Lux boxes.
Look it up. I am selling the building.
The restaurant is flooded.
Everything's either going to be okay
Or not.
So you get it, baby. FX is the bear. The final season premieres June 25th on FX and Hulu.
They're running against a big strong team. Now the Expedia first intermission report. Former Hurricanes defenseman in a bad role. Why would he be? The top, that's a tough cookie. Oh, the script. How's that going?
Now we go to the we're about to get ready to go to the second period, and this is where Vegas is dominated, outscoring the Hurricanes 9-1 in period 2. Be a tough one.
Everybody in the league, there's a consensus. Weather the storm, no pun intended. Weather the storm at the start of the game, and you're going to have an opportunity for Vegas to be on the road and get out of the first period 1-1 with the way that they play. That's a win for them. And Vegas does have a power play for 1:55 to start the second here. Well, and it's not good enough. I know that they got one today, Matt, but they got to keep going here on the special team. Two times over the glass for 2 power plays. What are we doing, right? I mean, I don't know. I guess shoot the puck over the net. Not like that. Garrison Miller's got to corral that. Like, show some poise with that puck. He doesn't have to shoot it right away. And the Ray mentioned just throw it around the weak side and they carry it over. Turns to Martin. First 5 minutes of every period, last 5 minutes. Manage the clock. Composure. They got all the words. Composure fundamentals and technology strap one on too on the Expedia first intermission report. On our way to the second next, please.
There's reading the reviews, and then there's experiencing the meal with Platinum. Get access to Platinum Nights by Resi. Dining benefits at over 10,000 U.S. Resi restaurants. And up to $400 back annually on eligible Resi purchases. So go ahead and order the chef's special. For a life like no other, you need a car like no other. There's nothing like Platinum.
We're not just numbers people. We're people.
About 3 minutes to go before we start the second period.
Protecting these little people. Owning all of this, people. Because we're a part of the journey, not just the plan.
Optimal poop in 10 10 days. New Unspractify for healthy digestion.
Need to get back on the road? Want to get out of here? Here for it.
Who's got what it takes to be a Dancing with the Stars pro?
I'm gonna be the next pro, baby.
12 of the world's greatest dancers will live together and battle in TV's toughest dance boot camp. I'm underwhelmed. As judges will decide.
OG and OB Appreciation Day today in New York, huh?
It was 100% the wrong choice.
Let the fiercest dance battles begin.
Welcome to the Big Ten. A bank that believes we should all get more for money. Like a path to turn late nights into beach days. And a nudge when you've got enough for the go. Go for it, girl. Let's get more for money. Huntington Bank.
We're here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you should pay what we pay.
Now get employee pricing on select Ford trucks, plus active and retired military personnel and active first responders get an extra $1,000 bonus cash. This costs how much? Healthcare costs are confusing and stressful. Whether it's something planned, or unexpected costs to come, we think it's time you know what things cost before you pay.
Run, chopper, run.
We give you the tools that let you compare costs and procedures and search for cheaper prescriptions. Okay, that's something. And there's plenty more to come. Blue Cross North Carolina, making healthcare better for all, starting with you.
You know what we love about Scotty Scheffler? He never stops trying to get more from this game. And that's just how we feel about money. Huntington Bank.
Every day, our priority is to cover the stories that impact our communities the most.
Going in depth and telling all sides.
Live on Channel 9 with news at 5 and 6. Live in the morning down the line, it means safe and clear away.
Maybe this might be the game where the game is tighter. It's a pretty tight first period. It was indeed, and there'll be another Vegas power play for another puck out of the ring against Carolina. Vegas did score in the last game, Ray. They struggled with the series on the power play, but the power play looked better in the last game, and it was a very good power play the first time out tonight. Yeah, in the last game they were in zone, and they had maybe a little bit more direct focus on the power play. Shoot it, get to the net, try and create that one. This power play goal in the first period was a textbook entry and a beautiful finish by Dorothea. Jack Eichel, as is usually the case of injury, does not score goals.
Puck now, and the power play continues for the Knights. Draw one. Puck goes back into their zone, and they bring it up. It's Marner to Eichel to Stone. Puck cleared out again by Carolina. Cut off at the point by Hart. Marner with it. It's Aho, Slavin, Ehlers, or Jarvis, excuse me. Stone with it. To Marner. That shot's wide. On the rebound. Puck cleared out again. We're about to go under a minute left on the power play. As we're just about to go over a minute into the period. Stone gets away briefly. Dangerous pass. Marner with it. To Stone. Eichel. Save. Rebound. Can't get it in. Carolina desperately trying to clear it out. They can't. Hurdle to Eichel. That's wide of the net. Barbashev. Dorofeev to Eichel. Was it Dorfeev to Hurdle. Back to Stone. Stone back to Eichel. To Marner at the point. Stone tries to get the shot off. He gets blocked. Dogpile behind the net. Eichel comes up with it. 5 seconds left on the power play. One-timer. Save goes wide. Miller's out of the box. That goes wide. Stone doesn't get good wood on that biscuit. And the Hurricanes finally clear it out. We're 2.5 minutes into the second, tied at 1. And remember, the second period has been a period of dominance for Vegas over the first 4 games. Stankoven. Hale with a shot. Oh, with a shot that stopped in front with a save by Hart. Barbashev. Glove down by Chatfield for the hand pass. 2:52 into the second period. Why is it every game at Vegas I got around 40, 50, or even 100 folks? And with the games in Carolina outside game 1, I barely get around 30. Draw one at center ice by Carolina. And into this deflected into the seats. Puck now deep in the Carolina zone. It's Smith. Dowd, Kosar, Coughlin, and Lazan. Against Jankowski, Andrews, Robinson, Miller, Godesfair, Carrier. Still on front, can't get the shot off. And the puck bounces back out. Bossy goes deep out of his own net just to get to the puck. Hart goes behind his own net to get to the biscuit. Svechnikov Ehlers with it. That shot goes wide of the net. Marner skates it away. Up and into the Carolina zone. Chatfield fighting with Eichel over the puck. McNabb to Theodore. That shot is blocked in front. Carolina clears it out, but doesn't get beyond center ice. Chatfield hitting the corner, hitting the boards as soon as he was from behind. And this will be icing against Carolina. Who has never scored a cup goal, goal in the final. That's Eichel. Shot in. Dump behind. Aho. Barship trying to get it free to Carlson, and it's offside. Where should the faceoff go? Yeah, outside the Vegas blue, huh? It'll be Stankoven against Sissons. They fight over the puck. It's one of the Knights. One of the Golden Knights. Barbashev drives him into the wall. Cut up. Hart with the stop of the puck. Remember, that was not a shot on goal. Golden Knights out shooting the Hurricanes 10-6. It's Hall is down, and who's going to the sin bin for this one? Well, that is a bullshit call, ref. Blow something on that, you fuckwads. And I got on the NBA's case. If people have been getting on the NBA's case, why not get on the NHL's case on occasion, huh? 6:15 into the second period. One scores tied at 1. Go New York, go New York, go! So welcome, your New York Knicks. Towns. Jay Ananobi. Go, go. Shh. Heart. Go. right, we're back. Puck in the comes out of the Vegas zone. It's going to be Kolasar taking the puck up. Trying to get to Smith. Puck's bat away. Lazard. Gosper will take the puck. No icing call behind his own cage. 7 minutes into the second. So far, if you're Carolina, you're holding the line. You haven't let Vegas score yet. This is game 91 for Vegas. If I did the math correctly, let me see. 82 games in a year. They went 6 each with the Mammoth and the Ducks. So that's actually 94. So this is actually game 103 for the Vegas Golden Knights. And for the Carolina Hurricanes, let's see, 90, 95. This is game number 100. Brandon Buzzy's been a beast in the cage for Carolina. Sure, he's given up 5 goals in his 3 appearances. Puck won by the Hurricanes. They're trying to clear it out of their zone, and they do. Dump it into the Knight zone. Brandon Buzzy has allowed 1 goal on 10 shots so far, when he allowed 3 on 21 last time out. And that puck's going to get iced. Buzzy's family in the Lenovo Center. Dump behind the net. Struggle behind the cage to get it out. Out for the Knights, and they get it away. Carlson, Dowd, Dorifev, Theodore, McNabb, Howden. And an offside call against Carolina. It was Martinuk, Aho, Svechnikov, Walker, and Miller on the ice at that point. I don't know what happened to Carlson, is why he left briefly. Looks like Carlson may have hurt his wrist, so he's going to the locker room. I don't know what happened. But that's a huge huge loss for the Knights. Ball start on the face-off. Cleared out. Hall with it. St. Colvin jumps it in. And we're going to get a penalty on Lazan. So Carolina will go on the power play for the first time tonight. Lazan in the sin bin for 2 minutes. We'll be in the sin bin for 2 minutes. So it'll be Colasar, Coughlin, Dowd, and Smith that hold the line against Stan Colvin, Nikishin, Godesper, Blake, and Stahl. This is a chance Carolina needs. They've been basically getting bullied throughout every second period so far. They haven't been able to get a clean outing in this period in any of the first 4. They gave up 2 in the first game, 2 in the second game, 4 in the third game, and they gave up 2 last time out. 1 in the second game, 4 in the third game, and they gave up 2 last time out. Draw one by Vegas, and they'll clear it out. Bussey will put it behind his own net. Carolina is 4 of 11 in this series, and they've scored in 3 straight games. Games on the extra man. On the road, the penalty kill for the Golden Knights is atrocious. Under 76%. Aho with it. Godesper to Jarvis. Back to Godesper. Aho, one-timer. Save, rebound, in front. Puck is bouncing around. To Godesper. Godesper keeps it in. Gets it to Ehlers. To Godesper. Godesper looks. Finds Jarvis with a one-timer, and it's covered up. Now it'll be Jarvis, Svechnikov, Aho, and Ehlers with Godesper as a lone defender. They'll face Marner, Hannafin, Anderson, and Eichel. Svechnikov. Stankov into Blake. Miss. Hall's take a set. Oh, I thought Stahl got in a second on the power play there. Instead, the puck will be cleared out. Nikishin to Ehlers to Blake. Blake over the blue. Trips up. He gets tripped. Stankoven to Ehlers. Ehlers with it. 40 seconds left in the power play. Carolina let the back out as Nikishin was offsides with it. Hall with it to Stankoven. Ehlers with a takedown. Howden, 15 seconds left. Here comes Blake. They're going to have to move. Carolina's going to have to move before Dowd comes out, before Lazan comes out of the sin bin. And as soon as Lazan gets out of the sin bin, McMahon gets put in the sin bin. Good grief. Talk about a bad break for the night, for the Golden Knights. We're halfway through this game. We're tied at 1. Game 6 will be Sunday. And if it gets that far, Game 7 next Wednesday. Do we even need a 5th Toy Story film? In my view, we don't. It just shows that Hollywood has become creatively bankrupt. It's either live action remakes, sequelitis crap. What happened to the imagination that brought these franchises to life? Or superhero fatigue, or soup fatigue. And I don't mean edible soup, I mean superheroes. God, I'm starting to sound like Billy Butcher. Butcher about superhero movies. I mean, if I gotta see another one of those movies with those brain dead Cape cunts, God damn it. God damn it. Bray McNabb in the sin bin at 10:57. As soon as Jake Lazon had gotten out of the sin bin, he cross-checks Jackson Blake. So Carolina gets a second chance. Sissons, Dowd, Lazon, and Theodore on the floor on the rink. Going to take up the ice for the Golden Knights. Carolina's only scored 1 second period goal and was back in the second period of the first game between these two. Clean one, but got his spare. To Jarvis, one-timer is blocked in front. Jarvis Bossy will take the puck, will stop the puck at his own, behind his own blue line, behind his own cage, give it, Spare will dump it in behind the Vegas blue. Aho goes after it. Ehlers to Aho, to Jarvis, to Aho, back to Ehlers. Ehlers to Spare, to Ehlers on a deflected pass, shot blocked in front again. In by the bodies in front of the net. Aho tried to center it for Ehlers. Ehlers was not in the position to get it. Svechnikov to Ehlers. Back to Svechnikov. To go. Svechnikov scores! Carolina's got another power play goal, and the Hurricanes now take the lead. It's 2-1. Moving front, it's 2-1. It's Carolina up 2-1. Andrei Svechnikov, with his 5th of the postseason, give the assist to Godespierre and Ehlers at 11:58. Second period goal since game 1 for Carolina, and they're now up 2-1. Let's go. That second penalty immediately after the first one comes back to bite the Knights. It comes back to bite the Golden Knights. But still, not a lot of scoring in this one. This one has been a lot slower paced and a lot more defense-oriented. More defensively oriented. This game's been a little more defensively oriented. Puck dumped into the Knights zone. It's Walker, Stankoven, Hall, Martinuk, Miller against Theodore, McNabb, Howden, Sissons, and Dorifay. That shot is saved in front, or either it got blocked in front by an own man. I don't know. Bussy has to get rid of that puck fast. He does, and gets back into his net quickly. Uh-oh. Sissons tries to center the one-timer, can't get it. Carolina clears it out. We're down to 6.5 left in the second. 2-1 Hurricanes. Lazon dumps the puck in. Svechnikov to get it. And he clears it out. In front of Aho. Marnuk chases after it. Nikishin trying to keep it in. He can't. Go to spare. Checking the boards of how. On down by Nikishin. Puck is cleared out. We're under 6 minutes in the second. Left in the second. Kolesar. Got to spare with a good slide to break up the breakaway. Punk dumped in, line change. Stahl trying to kick the puck to keep it in play, keep it on sides. Shot save. Stahl tried again. He couldn't get the puck, couldn't get the shot off. Many of the Caniacs on their feet. They are 3/4 of the way of shutting out Vegas for the first time in period number 2. Svechnikov with it. Or Ehlers had it. Howden shot goes wide. Is poked wide by Bussy. And there's a stick going flying. Either it got broken. Brandon Bussy has been a beast in the crease tonight. Been a one-man wall in the crease tonight. Stankoven sends the puck in. Hart in the trapezoid. Stankoven gets taken down. Where's the puck? Oh, there it is. McNabb with it. And the pass forces the Golden Knights to retreat out of the zone. 3:35 to go. Rubishov almost had another goal there. Hurdle. We got a scrum on the boards for the puck. It's Chatfield, Stankoven, Hurdle, Barbashev. That goes wide and behind the cage. Bouncing puck. Here comes Stankoven. But he's outnumbered. Fires one, but it goes wide. Miller with it. Dumps it in. And puck gets dumped in. We're under 3 minutes left in the period. 2-1 Carolina. Marner broken up. Shot blocked. And that stick is still on the... And that loose stick is still on the ice. Score! Sebastian Aho finally breaks through. It's 3-1 Carolina. Vesenkov. It was Walker. It was Aho from Walker and Svechnikov. That's goal number 5 of the postseason for Aho, his first in the Cup Finals. Third time this series, Carolina scored 3 consecutive goals. Jankowski's shot goes wide as it's deflected in front. Minute 15, Hall with the puck. The shot's blocked in front. Run by the bodies in front of the cage. And Hart's just going to shovel that one into his glove. 1:09 left in 59.2 left in the second period. The Hurricanes are now storming up. 3-1 Carolina. Aho got the goal from Martinuk and Walker at 17:51 on a snap. And the watch party outside the Lenovo Center is rocking. I've only been on this fucker for about a little over an hour and a half. So at least this game's moving pretty fast.
And their families can join Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. This is that. It's time for food that fuels you. For things like post-workouts, ice bar, those final stretches, win streaks, epic flexes, and epic seasons. It's time for real food. It's time for sports. We talked in the opening of the show.
That's Svechnikov! Svechnikov! And this was the Aho wrister. on. Tuck you in, warm within, keep you free from sin. Puck in the Carolina zone. Puck in the Vegas zone. Another shot attempt. Safe. No, it's blocked in front. By Theodore with a block in front. Each team has a power play going on 2 power plays. Puck in the coming out of the zone, out of the neutral zone, into the Carolina. We're down to 13 seconds, and it looks like for the first time, and I know this sounds more like a moral victory than anything, but nonetheless, Vegas has been shut out in period number 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals matchup. Second intermission begins with the score: Hurricanes 3, Golden Knights 1. Svechnikov and Aho putting in the work.
Obviously, seeing Aho, the latter, is a big goal for him to get that. But give him credit. Vegas, you take 2 penalties. Whether they're good penalties or not, Kachuk cannot give the other team opportunities. You got guys up that are looking to find the net. Svechnikov finds the net. Aho now, it's a problem.
They did, and once they got the 2 penalties, they could score on the first one or the second penalty. They started running downhill. They've taken this crowd, got the crowd back into it, and what a tough place to play. Even sitting here watching it, Carolina is anticipating every shit on their feet up to every puck. They're really playing, they're getting to their game, playing Carolina hockey. Tough place for Vegas right now. You know what else? Both goalies have been great tonight. 2 cute, and we haven't seen that though in any game prior to this one. Both goalies excellent tonight so far. We are on our way to the 3rd period. We'll break down this second and all the troubles that Carolina had the second period. Not that period. This is the Discover second intermission report.
Oh, gee. Oh, gee.
Hey, there he is. Hey, I like your new track stuff. That's beautiful. I wish I'd done it sooner. So you need for any of this? No, none of that. Proud about tracks. Never mind to do a little maintenance. Well, whatever floats your boat. Have fun. Just be here. On this, no standing, no staining, no regrets. Tracks, performance engineered for your life outdoors. Order a free sample today.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. Tremfya can help with remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and 2 years. Some have visible repair of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Break away with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
You eat at Granddad Blue, right?
You're in one.
But who's got T-bone chicken? Chicken meal, brown rice, oatmeal, barley. Purina One has chicken, rice flour, corn gluten meal, whole grain corn, chicken byproduct meal.
Let's switch to blue.
For the crap that they put about the dog kennel, about those kibble foods, don't you believe it? With what they say about what's in those kibble foods, let's see. I have to say this about kibble dog foods. You hear that? I'll play it again. I would know because I fed both my dogs that shit for over a decade and it made them worse. I always loved that sound effect from the Tom and Jerry shorts. Too bad they only used it twice.
Discover second intermission report.
Stanley Cup final win on Game 5, probably the biggest game I played so far in my career. The atmosphere is going to be amazing.
Well, some call it a bit redemption game. Redemption segment for Andre Svechnikov.
7 years war, actually. At least Steve.
This time of year, it's more about brains than brawn, and you got to be thinking. I asked Mitch Marner before the game, what about the special teams? He said, we got to get better on both. Well, we're going to run this puck on the belly kill. Yeah, we're going to run the good enough for me. It's just not good enough. And we're seeing things that happened earlier on in the series. So watch this. Nikolai is going to run a rotation play here with Svechnikov. Now, look at this spacing. Pause it here. Lazon's way too deep. Remember the overtime.
They're going over how the Hurricanes got these 2 goals. The Svechnikov power play.
Seem to go hand in hand, Svechnikov and Aho gets on the board. Well, the team is so strong as he has been able to ensure that not scoring and sure enough tonight.
Spurs.
But this is an amazing goal by Aho. Look at him taking off the skate. Look where he puts it. Incredible skill. But Theodore cannot go back and he first that puck and he loses that battle behind the net. He could not do that at this time of the game with that structure of the game. To lose that battle by not being strong in your stick and then getting a goal scored against you. This is just insane. This cannot happen at this time of the game. This time of the year, the Stanley Cup Finals, you cannot get beat on that puck. Sure enough, he does. Who gets on the board? Off his skate. What a skill play. The 2 guys that they're waiting to get on the board are feeling good. The team's feeling good. And now they're running downhill in a crazy environment. This could be a tough third period for Vegas. Yeah, we wondered if Carolina had bought them enough time to get goals.
Yep.
From 1 goal in the first 4 games of the series, they had 2 goals here tonight, all in the second period. A second period which had been owned by Vegas, but that's not the case here in the second period in game number 5. We'll look at the third period. When we come back, critical swing game, game 5, the Stanley Cup Final, going Carolina's way right now. This second intermission report is presented by Discover, the official credit card of the NHL.
This is from the line.
Jeez.
Also, if I start a condo line, will you join? Earn 5% cash back in different categories each quarter and up to $1,500 per
COVID.
On 3. Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to help people save hundreds. 1, 2, 3. Nailed it. Only for what you need. Liberty.
We're here for a convertible.
How about an SUV? Want to get out of here? Yes, she would.
What's your design rate?
True.
For the struts, we're right here.
We're here for it. Come here.
No one goes to Hanks for his spreadsheet. He doesn't sell
True.
And I was selling a darn good slice. When business slowed, Hank decided to bring back the $1 slice. He just asked Copilot in Excel to help make it work.
And in fairness, in the last 4 years since the 21-22 postseason, the Cleveland Cavaliers have bounced back pretty sufficiently. I mean, sure, 22-23, they got Donovan Mitchell, but he got knocked out by the Knicks in 5. A year later, they advance to the second round, get knocked out by Boston in 5. Third round, top seed. A year later, make it to become top seed in the conference, get beat by Indiana in 5. And then this year, they had probably their best year in the Spider era, in the era of the Spider, get all the way to the conference final, and what happened? Swept by the Knicks. Beaten by the Knicks, but even worse, they got swept. Do I think this team actually goes a step further next year in 27 and goes to the finals? Believe it or not, if you go by the pattern, the answer is yes. Timber mitts. Oh, I was wondering what that said. Yeah, whether it's the Timberwolves, the Wild, the Twins, or the Vikings. The only team that's actually any legitimate decent in Minnesota are the fucking Minnesota Lynx. And outside of the Twins in 87 and 91, they're the only team that's brought a championship to the state of Minnesota. But even then, does anyone really give a rat's ass about it? No. Ditto. Nice. Well, the Nuggets would fulfill their destiny a year after this video and would win the title convincingly. Okay, now let's look at the script-flipped period where Carolina has dominated Vegas 10-3 in the third period. If things aren't bad enough, William Karlsson is out with a wrist issue. If I'm Tortorella, I hope I have some rabbits to pull out of the hat because they have been getting thoroughly manhandled. It's an arm injury tonight by the Hurricanes. And if Karlsson doesn't play on Sunday, you could call it game over. Or in Carolina's taking home Lord Stanley. Then again, this could play out the same way as the 94 NBA Finals, where the first 4 games went the way of the lower seed, higher seed, lower seed, higher seed, then higher seed game 5, and the lower seed took the last 2. In this case, I'm saying the pattern was Rockets, Knicks, Rockets, Knicks, Knicks, then Rockets, Rockets. Five winners of Game 5. Game 5 winner has won 74% of the Stanley Cups. Required trial membership. – 4 minutes left in the period. Atlanta Hawks. Or you can view Trey as a massive cancer in the locker room, ship him out to Washington as part of a cap dump. As part of a 3-team trade combined with a cap dump, where you get Jonathan Kuminga from Golden State in exchange of Chris Porzingis. And you get CJ McCollum from Washington in exchange for Trey Young. About 4 years later, 4 seasons later. Really escape? Yes, you did, Tree. And true to that claim, the Knicks are in better shape. They're 1 game away from winning the title this year. Get the win on Saturday in San Antonio. First time in 53 years, New York's going to hoist the Larry O'Brien. Shut up, Kimmel. At least this game is not making me as tense to where I'm going to wet myself when I sleep tonight. Pardon my mouth. And I was saying hypothetically. At least at the moment, I haven't gotten to that. This game hasn't pushed my adrenaline. Hasn't caused my adrenaline to spike. Shots on goal have been pretty small between both teams. 15-12 in favor of Carolina. 37 attempts for Carolina, 38 for Vegas. Hits fairly even, 30-26 in favor of Vegas. Both teams 1 for 2 in the power play. 3-1 Carolina on the scoreboard. Let's see how the final 20 minutes play out. Billy Marner, McNabb, Theodore, Stone, and Eichel against Stahl, Jarvis, Chatfield, Slavin, and Ehlers to start the third period. And the puck iced. And the puck is iced 13 seconds into the final period. Pablo style gouging. Oh, it's a face-off. I thought it was a icing. And that's going to be cut off. It's not a shot on goal. Citizens' shot, saved by Bussy. We're 28 seconds into period number 3. Let's see a comment. That was for sure. I'm sure they got back to the playoffs this year, but didn't get out of round 1 again. Puck cleared out. Hart will cut it off. When leading after the second period, the Hurricanes were 37-2-2. This in the postseason, they're 7-0. Icing called, and we are getting a lot of whistles to start the third period, mostly for faceoffs and puck icings. Shot stopped in front. Puck now being cleared out by the Knights. There are a couple of shots to go stop. They get stopped. Not by Hart. Howden out on the ice. Trips himself up behind the board. Shot goes wide. Svechnikov. There's a cleared out. Can't. Chatfield tries to get it away. Hurdle with it. Miller. And what a save by Bussy. Howden was alone in the crease. Zahn keeps it in, but it's cleared out. Oh, empty net! Oh, but Hart gets back in the cage. DeAndre Miller with it. Plays it ahead to Blake. Hall falls a couple of times. Ozart. Stopping the Keishan. Go to spare. Go to spare with a stop. We're about to go under 3 minutes. About 3 minutes into the final period. 17 minutes left in regulation. We are at a 3-1 score in favor of Carolina. Carolina in the third period in this final has been +7. In the finals has been +7. Go Canes go, rocking throughout the He threw out the Lenovo. He threw out the Lenovo center. And we're going to get a tripping call on Vegas. Eichel going to the sin. Jack Eichel, you're going to the sin bin, bucko. Off to the sin bin with you. At 3:23, Jack Eichel in the box. 2 minutes, tripping. Tripped up Ehlers. Puck will be placed on in the night zone. Sissons will take the draw. Against Stahl. In the first 3 rounds, the Hurricanes had an abysmal 12.5% on the power play. In this, they're 30.5. 5 out of 13 in the finals. Gosper gets the puck. Gosper looks. To Svechnikov. Timer in front, save, rebound, goes wide. Kept in. Jarvis. To Svechnikov. Sent it too far for Gosper to fetch and to catch and to get it. Gosper has to retreat to Aho. That shot's wide. Aho with it again. To go to Spare. To Jarvis. One-timer, save. Even the shot by Aho. Back to go to Spare. To Jarvis. To go to Spare. Back to Jarvis. To Svechnikov. Aho will take it off the boards. 54 seconds left on the power play. Back to go to Spare. One-timers. Jarvis saved by Hart. Vegas has been held scoreless for the better part of almost 50 minutes. You're 40 minutes, I should say. Vegas wins the draw. They'll dig it out. They'll clear it out. Bussy will save it. Nikishin. Over to Ehlers. Nikishin. Back to Stankoven. Circling in his own zone. 25 seconds left on the power play. He gives it to Ehlers. Ehlers to Hall. Hall with a wrister that's blocked in front. Run by the bodies in front. Blake with it. Hall with it. Wrister stopped. Eichel about to come out of the box, and he does. Gonna make a beeline for the puck, but it'll be Nikishin who beats him to it. Behind his own net, gives it off to Ehlers. Stone, Marner, Lazon, and Anderson out there with Eichel. Around behind the net, no good. Centered pass, no. Was looking for Jankowski, not going to get it. Eichel and Lazon tangled up with themselves over the puck. 6 minutes into the third period. It's been over 40 minutes since the last goal. Since the Golden Knight goal. Eichel with it. To Marbashev. That shot is blocked in front. Svechnikov gets the puck out of his zone. Dorothea with it. Scrum in front with Ehlers. In front of the Vegas bench with Ehlers. Line change for the Golden Knights. Icing against the VGK. And look at what happened last night in Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Tipping by OG Anunoby that won it. New York leads the series 3-1. On Saturday in San Antonio, they've got a shot to slam the nail, to drive the final nail into the coffin. They got to do in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. I went the distance. I actually contemplated turning it off at halftime. Puck behind you believe it or not. Puck behind the Hurricane net. Vegas with it, trying to set up a shot. Anderson goes behind the net puts it back behind the net. Here comes Stankoven, wrister, wide of the net, and that goes wide. Blake couldn't stop the puck. Gosh, despair goes behind his own net. 12:35 to go. 3-1, Carolina. Svechnikov tried to get it over the blue line. He did, but there were white and gold jerseys all over the place. Hurdle can't get it in. Hurdle trying to get it in, but he can't. This one's going to sail in. Cut off by the Canes. Tipped in front at the red line. It's center ice. Puck gets turned over to Courier, saved by Hart, and he'll hold on to it. It goes out of the rink. Crowd on their feet in the Lenovo Center. 11:56. Carolina. In possibly 11 minutes and 56 seconds, the Hurricanes will be one game away from their second Stanley Cup title in franchise history.
It feels good to find the right fit. It feels good to go now.
Kevin Hart here to tell you all about Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus sauce. Hey guys, I kind of feel like you chopped off my hair a little bit. I'm the money. Don't forget that. It's spicy, balanced with a sweet and tangy citrus touch that makes everything taste even better. And the best part is it comes with getting got on me. The best part is it comes with anything with a cantina menu. So you better try it before it's gone.
New jalapeno citrus sauce. The sauce with more main character energy than Kevin Hart.
With the evergreen Stanley vacation started with Expedia, the one place to go places.
The Bucks.
But they did make peace and quiet. Lots of space. So they planned their flights, car, and vacation.
Yeah, I called that game.
All your life, you've looked at those names etched on that cup. Now you have a chance to be among them forever.
Buck broken. Don't cry for them at all. Don't cry for them, Hinky. Face off in the night zone with 11:15 to go. Stahl loses the draw. Ehlers with the puck. Shot save. And it's going to be iced with 11:22 left. Oh, Chatfield got hit in the face. And that means a double minor. That means 4-minute power play as Chatfield gets his face looked at and stitched up. Mark Stone, you're going to the sin bin. 2 penalties for the price of 1 for the power plays for the price of 1 for the Hurricanes. And what makes it worse, Stone's in there for 4 minutes, not 2. Which is weird. Got a spare to Aho. To Svechnikov. To Aho. To got a spare. Lines up Jarvis. Trying to get Aho a one-timer. Couldn't get it off. Healers with it. Gets out to Jarvis. Drops it back off to Aho. To Jarvis. Backhand wide. Healers with it from Go to Spare. Back to Go to Spare. Go to Spare looking. To Healers. Back to Go to Spare. To Svechnikov. To Aho. Was looking to get to Svechnikov. Stankoven to Nikishin. To Hall. Blake tries to keep it in, but he can't. Let the retreat. Jankowski with it. To Nikishin. We're nearly halfway through the double minor. Carolina's got to do some with that biscuit. Blake with it. Trying to get it to Stankoven. They couldn't. And Bussy will cut it off again as McNabb and Lazan go off for a line change. Nikishin with it. Over the Hall. Hall. Deeks. First penalty's done. First power. Half of the penalty is done. Sissons gets stripped up. Here comes Jankowski. They'll give it to Stankoven. They'll give it to Go to Spare. Gosh to Spare. Over the blue. Over the red. Over the Vegas blue to Aho. To Go to Spare. To Ehlers. Score! Svechnikov! Second of the night for Svechnikov's. Carolina's up 4-1. It's another power play goal. On the backhand. Was it a wrist shot? Wrister. Nope. Dallas Mavericks. It is now 4-1, and for the 5th time in this cup final, Carter Hart has given up 4 goals in a cup in a game. Svechnikov with his 6th of the playoffs, 9th assist for Godespair, 10th for Ehlers. We're down to 8 minutes and 15 seconds. Line change for Vegas. It's going to be Anderson, Dorofeev, Eichel, Marner, and Stone. God, do I have athlete's foot or a fungalish? Or is it the bunions? The calluses on my toes. Your shot, no. Bussy has been perfect in the 3rd period of this series. That shot goes behind the cage. We're under about to go under 7.5 left. And saved by Bussy again. 7:27 to go. The Lenovo Center is roaring. We'll take a timeout. 7:27 to go. 4-1 Carolina. Who cares about Avatar? The James Cameron shit, not the Last Airbender saga.
Free agent signing, the DraftKings Sports app is now available nationwide. So if you're anywhere from Florida to Texas to California, you can get to the game at the speed of sports and feel the sweat in all 50 states. The DraftKings experience you know and love, all in one easy-to-use app. Available now nationwide. New DraftKings customers spend $5 to get $200 in total bonuses. The crown is yours. They're celebrating, anticipating that their team is going to have a chance to win the Stanley Cup in Game 6 in Las Vegas on Sunday. That's 8 o'clock.
Draw one by the Hurricanes. They'll have a chance to clear it out of their own zone. Vegas Knights trying to keep it in so they can fight back. Offside. Draw one by the Canes again. Dumped in. Sissons to Hurdle. Shot saved by Bussy again. Bussy, chance breakout. Eichel. All he was looking for. Maybe Dorofeev. Stahl dumps it in. We're under 6.5. Here comes Lazan. Gonna dump it off. And a goal by Dorofeev. That cuts the lead in half. And that gets Vegas back in the game. It's now 4-2 with 6:11 left. Dorofeev with his second goal of the night. Time of that goal on a wrister, 13 minutes and 49 seconds. Give the assist to Jack Eichel and Shea Theodore. So both Shmetsnikov and Dorofeev have 2 goals for their respective teams. That one just too far out of the reach of Bussy. Puck went into the crowd. 6:03 to go, 4-2 Carolina. Draw one by Carolina. They'll dump it in. Dorofeev had a personal best in the regular season, 37 goals. Here comes Anderson with the puck. Drops it off for Dowd. He's on the doorstep, can't get it. Hurdle will have to clear it. We'll have to pick it up. Carolina clears it out. It's going to go on Hart. Hart will smack it. It's not a shot on goal. That was a clearing attempt by the Hurricanes. Five minutes left. We're about to go under 5 minutes. This is clutch time. Under 5 to go. Carolina up 2. Lenovo's been silenced slightly. McNabb touches up. Marner gets hit from behind, but not taken down. And that's out of the rink. 4:42 to go. Game 6 on Sunday. If need be, we'll get a 7th game on Wednesday back here in Lenovo. Just a shade over 4.5 to go. It's Carolina 4, Vegas 2. And this game has been moving at a pretty efficient clip. It's a shame I am not at the Grossi Posse meetup. How I wish certain items like the shank from certain cartoons are real. Specifically, in my case, the Shingang Wu known as the Golden Tiger Claws from Shaolin Showdown. Just think of a place you want to go. rips the hole in the fabric of space time, and gets you there instantly. And it'll get you there. For me to be beaten using a car or getting a chaperone, I mean, for me, that sort of situation would be useful because it beats getting a car or a chaperone. Trust me, if I had the golden tiger claws, it sure as hell would beat having chaperones to get from point A to point B every day. Samurai face-off, won by the Golden Knights or Hurricanes. No puck, no icing. 4:35 to go. That's the wrong one. Down to 4:20. Smoke if you got him, folks. 4-2 Carolina. Stone with it. Hampton shot misses the net. Eichel's got it. Under 4 minutes left. Rebound gets away from he just patted out and away from the crease. Chatfield back on the ice for the Hurricanes. And the Hurricanes finally clear it out of their own zone. Hall shot. Johnson's shot goes over the net. Or Blake's shot, excuse me. 3:30 to go. 4-2 Carolina. Yeah, the big question is, when does Carter Hart leave the crease again? Puck is dumped into the Golden Knights zone once more. It's Sissons, Hannafin, Anderson, Stone, and Dorofeev. Or wait, that's Marner, Sissons. And I've got a stink bug in the damn apartment again. Excuse me, folks. I got something to swat. 6 attacker getting ready. You're with it. 3 minutes left. Okay, ball's gone. Hart's gone to the bench. 6 attackers out now for Vegas with 2:45 to go. Two and a half left. Carolina up 2. Shots 24-22 Carolina. They're up 4-2 in goals. Eichel throws it in. Wide of the crease. And Ehlers will go back to the sin bin for shooting one into the ring. Out of the ring, for throwing one out of the ring. That's a tough break for the Hurricanes. You don't want this to happen. .213 left. That's not a lot of time for this power play. But if you can get a goal here, your Vegas, you have a shot. Barnuth, Jack, Field, Stahl, and Slavin on the draw. Right hand side of the crease. Theodore with it. To Eichel. 6-on-4 for 2 minutes. Theodore. Wide. Hurdle. Try. Cleared out. This is going to be wide of the crease and short of the line. Eichel will bring it up with speed over the blue. Centering pass dropped off from Marner over to Eichel. Back to Marner. Theodore shot jammed. Stone will dip it out to Eichel. Over to Theodore. Blocked in front. Back to Theodore. Minute 25 to go. Eichel. Shot wide. Rebound. What a save by Bussy! Minute 7 left on the power play. Minute 20 left in the game. Scramble for the puck. Dorfave gets it out to Stone. Back to Dorfave. To Theodore. Dorfave shot blocked in front. And we're about to go under a minute. Cleared out. Theodore will clear it out. Go behind his own net to get it. Under 40 seconds left on the power play. 50 seconds left in regulation. Dorfave to Hurdle. Back to Dorfave. Eichel can't get the shot off. Dives for the puck. Can't get the shot off. Theodore. To Marner. Eichel with it. 30 seconds left. This game is not giving me as much of a heart attack as I was thinking it would. 20 seconds to go. 25 seconds left. Ehlers will be out of the box in about 6. And with 15 seconds to go, and with 12 seconds left to go, Ehlers out of the box, and it may not matter. One last shot goes wide, and that's going to do it. Hurricanes win 4-2 and take the series lead 3-2. And Brandon Bussy gets the hero's ovation in Raleigh. It'll all, at worst, at best, if you're the Canes, it comes down to Sunday in the T-Mobile. At worst, it comes down back here in the Lenovo on Wednesday. Comment, like, and subscribe to myself, the Aboriginal Sports Network, even though it's not on there, and the Hardcore Sports Network. I'm Mets 2128. Goodbye, and good fucking night. Bang.